This is so funny. I was talking to Andrew Schultz literally this morning, and he said, I think you saw my fucking Ben Shapiro clip. And I was like, I didn't see your Ben Shapiro clip, but let me tell you something. I know chat is going to fucking send it to me as soon fucking go live.
The argument for censorship. He calls it something else.
Yeah, I forget the term. I have it in my phone.
But I don't even think he's using the term right. But he's basically like, there's a window of ideas we accept.
Yes.
And we accept ideas between this, I guess this is, if I get window, you're looking like this. So we accept ideas between here and here. And anything outside of that window, well, you're fireable. That's censorship.
What?
But he's acting as if this is like a justified reason for firing people when you built your identity and platform off of no censorship and freedom of speech and facts don't care about your feelings and all this shit.
It's also funny that that window happens to end where his beliefs end.
Isn't
it interesting?
You would say that.
Not being pro-Israel, that's where the window ends. That's also your specific personal belief.
What?
So I just don't see.
So you can't have an opinion on your platform that is...
Everyone in the podcast circuit is currently shitting on Ben Shabibo for firing Candace Owens, myself included. Critical support to Candace Owens, based anti-Israel warrior. Is so funny to me, and it will never not be funny to me, that Ben Shapiro and everyone at the Daily Wire literally fucking saw Candace Owens, right? And they were like, this is great. And then they were like, wait a minute, but she's anti-Israel at a time when, you know, we can't have that. And they were like, all right. Now, a lot of people in this orbit, in this sphere, in the podcasting sphere, are basically looking at it with a very hollow understanding of the situation where they're like, oh, well, she got fired for being pro-Israel, which is technically true. Every single person. Yeah, even Kanye didn't disparage Israel when asked. Yeah, even he knows better. Every single person understands exactly why the fuck Candace Owens got fired. Every single person gets it. It's especially funny because, like, yeah, Ben has spent a whole lot of time talking about how he's a brave free speech warrior. That was his whole shtick for so long. And for years, I have said, since like the beginning of my commentary experience, my commentary professional career, I've always said, all of these fucking guys that love talking about free speech always simultaneously advocate for the only singular real legislation that impacts the First Amendment in this country. That is anti-BDS laws. Ben Shapiro and everyone else loves censorship and actual violations of the First Amendment when it is anti-Israel speech. They have never been real free speech advocates. Everyone is seeing it now. The idea that these people are fucking consistent intellectually, morally, blah, 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 doesn't matter. They are fucking not, okay? I'm glad that the rest of the world is finally catching on, though. I'm glad that they're getting smoked on this Israel shit because Israel is doing indefensible stuff.
Is not pro a country that is not ours?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Crazy. I wish.
So is the Daily Wire an American media platform or is it an Israeli media platform? I'm just asking.
This guy's cooking.
I'm just asking. If the rule is, I'm just saying, if the rule is you cannot be critical, because he has no problem being very critical of America.
Yep.
He's critical of the left in America. Left is half the country. You have no problem eviscerating half of the country.
That's the current party in power.
But you can't criticize Israel as a country. That's just another country, unless you're saying, and you're clearly admitting, that the Daily Wire is an arm of the Israeli, I guess, media or propaganda machine. Is that? Oof. Are you manipulating the religious right in America? Are you manipulating the right-wing conservatives in America and selling them country western movies and putting on your little cowboy hat and fake moving to Nashville so that you could take all their money and then in the process restricting free speech, one of the core tenets of the American identity?
No, I don't think Andrew understands. Ben Shapiro loves Israel because he's an ultra-Zionist. Having said that, however, there are plenty of Christian people that are employed at the Daily Wire who are just as ultra-Zionist. Why? Because a lot of the right wing is. This kind of propaganda totally leaves people astray. They don't know the reality. The reality that America, far-right Christian country, and far-right Christian love Israel.
Ben.
Oof. Benjamin.
What is happening? There's trouble in paradise.
Yeah, all the podcast guys are mad at Ben. I fucking love that, dude. When Lex turns on Ben, it's over. No, he won't. Lex won't turn on Ben. For all of his faults, Lex won't turn on anyone. I don't think I've ever seen somebody who is like very willing and very able to like unironically listen to both sides. Now, you might have an issue with that. I certainly do on certain instances, but he literally is like the guy. Like, here is a man who literally has no values. Like, he does not, like, I shit on a lot of people who are like, I'm a centrist. I see both sides of the argument. In almost every single 99% of the time, when someone says I agree with people on both sides, I listen to people on both sides of the argument, I get mad at them because they are almost always 99% of the time hiding that they are absolutely right wing. Okay, it's a very right wing way to advocate for your position without saying it because you're worried that like people are going to yell at you. Lex Fridman is unironically the only radical centrist I have ever encountered. Like he is that guy. Like he literally is that guy, straight up. I mean, think about it this way. Benny Morris and Mr. Bonarelli on for a debate about Israel, but then he also literally brought two of the best people to go up against them. Like if he was one-sided on the issue, you 100% would have had the deck stacked in the favor of one party over there. Now, you might even say he's maybe pro-Palestine with the way that he conducted that debate, considering that, you know, he did kind of set up Mr. Divorcelli. He has to be one-sided. He brought D in. Yeah, the side being that he is pro-Palestine. Every hog Rogan thinks they're like Lex. Yeah. Do you think he will eventually take a side? No, he will never take a side. I think Rogan is more centrist than you think. No, he's not.